Welcome, everybody. I am the master of this disaster. I am Steve Madsen, and this is another edition of the Sonic Seedpod. We are live and alive here at Voyd Studios with all the support of WAMI, the Wisconsin Area Music Industry, the West Bend Music Academy, and you out there. On this episode, the Sonic Seedpod is honored to present Surefire.
Control and tear apart and
Right on. Surefire. All righty. So why don't you tell us about Surefire? I know there was some big announcement that just happened. Why don't we tell us about Surefire and what you got going on there?
So actually we just dropped a single yesterday called Backstab. It's on all platforms. It's our first release under We Are Triumphant Records. Pretty exciting stuff for us. We got a few shows coming up. Let's see, November 15th at X-Ray with Zeal for their EP release. And then Waste at X-Ray as well.
Annex.
Oh, the Annex, that's right. Celebrating their recent release as well. So, other than that, we're working on EP2. A lot of exciting stuff behind that. We have a few songs, with some pretty big features for us. So,
very killer. Yeah, that new single was awesome, man. I checked it out the other day. That's brutal, man. I know when I'm listening to Surefire, I'm like, man, this is some angry stuff coming out there. But it's good. Like it's like a cathartic kind of, it's awesome. It's awesome to listen to. Let's keep it going. How about that?
Backstab. I'm just shot at the crosses. I'm one of your last decisions. I hear you calling my name, but I refuse to listen. The play you built to me never broken for the return. I'll just another cross reminder of the trauma I couldn't believe when you told me that it all wasn't just a simple mistake. Cause in the end I took the fall. Did you ever really care at all? Or was I your reference to narcissistic, egocentric, giving me a motherfucker? Fall. Do you even care at all? I'm sick of you sadly, I'm trying to warn me that you're not tonight. I'm getting worse and going through the place. All of the soul of being burned to the failure. To see everything you want disappear. You'll never find your solace. You'll never find your peace. Stupid bitch talking behind my back, better stack. And when I see you, then I'm on the attack. I always knew that a backbone's what you lack. I heard every word, there's no taking it back. Nothing more so an soul. No empty promises are killing you. Should have known since I did. No wonder the fall you were told. It was cold when you promised me cool. Fucking up to the ones of nation. You should break this watch and break it. Looks like a joke and I wish you would choke on all the lies you would tell me till I found. Drink fruit. I try to tell myself that's what made you okay. But you never listen. How it feels
Now, a couple weeks ago, Joe, you visited us here at our home base here at the West Bend Music Academy, and we had a nice, awesome discussion about building up the scene. And that actually kind of struck me because when I was a kid, and we're talking years and years and years ago, there was a scene in this very area. And as we kind of grew up and moved on and whatnot, the scene kind of dissipated. But your enthusiasm for wanting to build it back up, that really struck a chord with me. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about building the scene.
So I know we brand ourselves as a band from Milwaukee, but the truth is a lot of us actually live out here. Jake is the only one that lives in Milwaukee, and Randy was in Waukesha. We based ourselves out of Milwaukee because our X-Ray was the first venue that we played. I don't know. Surefire West Bend just had a weird ring to it,
For
honestly.
sure, yeah. When we say out here, we're talking like West Bend, the Washington County area, Hartford, that kind of area. Yeah, right.
So he lives in Sheboygan, right?
Basically, I live in Plymouth. It's
I'm
like
so
15,
sorry.
20 minutes away.
I am so sorry.
But Ian and I actually live together in the same house, and then Cameron lives in West Bend. So all of us are actually from out here. And one of our good friends, Frank from the Motor Complex, I've grown much closer to the past year or two from living out here and, getting to know him and a lot of the people that actually play metal out here. And when you brought up this podcast to us, or this show, and you're like, hey, we're going to do a show as well, it kind of struck me. I'm like, we have a few good venues in Wisconsin, right? But we don't really have anything between, like, Milwaukee and Green Bay.
Right.
So, and not to disrespect any venues that I may be forgetting about. I'm just going off the top of my head, of course. But there's a gap, right? And it's like a 2.5 hour long gap. And Andrew David Weber actually offered to book a show there, and I'm like, hey, so what would we need to do to regularly book there? So him and I are working on getting the 6th Avenue Barbecue Pit as a regular venue for metal shows.
Absolutely.
Which I think would be wonderful because, this is technically our hometown, West Bend, considering most of us are from this area.
Right on.
But I don't know. I love the idea of being able to go to more shows, and most of the shows for me are like an hour away, so it's hard for me to commit time, and I know it's a BS excuse, and I apologize. But I'm a busy person, and having access to book bands and bring them out here and kind of, build bands up that want to start playing metal out here that don't really know where to begin, I feel like it would help a lot. So that's where I'm coming from on that point. So
Right, for sure, absolutely. And it's always good to give your friends a chance, and because they're starting up bands, and it's awesome to watch them progress, and then you give them a stage to play on, and it's just like it just builds that whole community. And that's what it was like when I was a kid. Like any weekend you could find a show or a band practice or somebody hanging out that you knew that was doing something musical, and it was just, there was an essence of creativity just in this little area that we call West Bend, Washington County here. Mm-hmm. All right, well, why don't we get cracking into that last song?
taking chances. We're all a product of failure. Inability to give up.
Yeah. That was awesome. Killer set from Surefire. All right. And now, gathered from far and wide and brought straight to you, it is time for the Seedpod 6 Questions of Doom. Are we ready for this gauntlet of insanity? All right. We'll start off down the line. What is your most useless talent, Cam?
My useless talent, it's kind of gross.
Uh-oh.
So if you ever see like pictures of me while I'm playing guitar, my ring finger on my right hand is double jointed. So I can go like that.
Oh!
Or that. Or that. Camera. It's pretty gross, but
Wow.
yeah, that's my
Every
useless
time you're
talent.
playing.
Every time I'm playing, it'll just pop out and do that stuff.
I'm watching
yeah.
for that. I'm watching for that on November 27th at 6th Avenue Bar and Grill.
There we go. Let's do it.
That's awful. I didn't
All right,
know
Joe.
that.
That makes two of us.
I know a ludicrous amount of frog facts that will help me do nothing in life but know more about the creatures. I don't know why I have like an addiction to them. I like them. They're dumb and they're silly and they're stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's me. Also, I know I can memorize really long words like pneumonomicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis,
That
which
is the
is
disease when you inhale mushroom spores.
volcanic sulfur.
Oh, volcanic
Yeah.
sulfur. All right.
And then that's actually the longest word in the English dictionary. The third longest is hippopotamonstrosesquipedaliophobia, which is actually the phobia of long words. So
And I'm terrified. All right.
yeah, Ian.
All right, Ian.
I've got a really bass player talent. Like if you put me in a restaurant, I can just like stack random stuff at the table and make it balance. So like, you see people where they take the cup and they have the two
Yep.
forks and they go on and on and on.
Okay.
I can do that just like
Endlessly.
endlessly.
Wow. All right. Jake?
Mine's extremely pointless, but I can
That's the point.
540 no scope Claymore cancel off the side of high rise in Modern Warfare 2.
You got clips?
Yes.
Share the clips. We'll put them up, I'm sure. All right,
Post on
Devin?
the Surefire page. Mine's useless, but I can throw the horns with my toes. So it's kind of cool.
All right, after the fact, we need to film that. We're gonna throw that up. That needs to be seen. Just like Mr. Passano's thumbs of blinkers. All right, so then, if your life had a theme song, what would it be, Mr. Cam?
So I have it pulled up actually.
Oh boy.
It's Dreamscape, 009 sound system. I don't know if it's so back in like early YouTube, when they did like
I know what he's talking
Xbox 720.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is what it is.
All right.
Oh my fucking god, it's this song.
Vaguely. It sounds like kind of the countdowns that Chuck finds to put before the premieres of these episodes that we put up.
Yeah, that's my theme song.
All right, Joe, theme song.
Theme song is a weird question because like I have a long list of songs that I like religiously listen to.
Okay, so if you were to walk into a room, what song would announce your entrance?
I like the song Safety Dance a lot. You can dance if you want to.
That's beautiful.
You can leave
That
your
is-
friends behind. Also, I think Careless Whisper is also another one that is like... Yep, exactly.
Yep.
I think that song is like one of the most iconic songs to ever come out, and it's very hard to like not recognize any part of that song when it comes out.
You should
At least
probably
for me.
you might want to play the safety dance just before Surefire sets, just like a snippet of it.
Oh, I'm
and then
down.
Bust into Salt
Put
the
it in the
Wound.
set cam.
We did Seal, or we do Seal sometimes.
Really? That was
And,
Grim Waters. That was his theme song, Kiss by a Rose. Yep.
My
Nice.
my coworker Sandy, she's an older lady,
Sure.
and she has a playlist of music going on all the time. It's just a bunch of oldies.
Oh, yeah.
And every time I hear Seal come on, it's that exact song, and I want to snap our group and be like, "Hey, listen to what song it is." And then it's horrible. That song is ruined for me now. So thanks,
yeah.
Cameron.
As it should be. All right, Ian.
On a slightly more serious note, there's a song by a band called Dealer called Red Teeth that I relate to more than I probably should.
Okay.
And listening to it, I'm like, that's very much me.
Sure.
I can see myself existing with that song just constantly in the background.
Okay. I get that. Jake?
I don't know. That's a hard one. It'd probably have to be something by like Avenged Sevenfold, because that's
Okay.
like the first one of the first like metal bands I got into.
Sure.
So I'll just say I'll say Nightmare by Avenged
Okay.
Sevenfold.
Nice. Good one. Good one. All right, Devin.
On a not serious note, Photographed by Nickelback.
I guess, they have a place everywhere, somewhere, I'm sure. All right, back on
So
better
many
note.
albums sold.
What breakfast cereal would you be?
Raisin Bran.
That was fast. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with him. Raisin Bran is
Raisin Bran.
like goated, top tier, can't beat it, and it's like it's not super sugary.
Right,
so.
right. Yeah. It's all
Yeah.
good for you.
Grape nuts.
Not really grape, not really nuts, but it's there. All right, Jake.
My like not so sugary answer is probably like Special K with like the yogurt chunks in it.
Yeah. Dig that.
But I don't know if this other one is still around that I used to have when I was a kid. It was called Waffle Crisp.
It is
still
around.
exists.
And it
They
tastes
brought
like
it back.
syrup. It
Yeah, they
tastes
brought it back
exactly
and it's
like
amazing.
syrup. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Devin.
Healthy choice would probably be Honey Bunches of Oats.
Okay.
Non-healthy choice is probably going to be a tie between Crave or Cookie Crisp.
Ooh.
So
Right, right. All right. If animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
Honey Badger.
Obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
for
course.
sure. Yep.
It's a geese, and you can't tell me it's any other animal. Fuck geese. Geese are the worst.
Yeah. All right, Ian.
I'd say ducks. Ducks are evil.
They are
They
mean.
just are actually
Yeah.
evil.
Just rude. Yeah. All right, Jake.
This is the one we talked about at band practice the most, and I won. I won the argument. It's Komodo dragon.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to have to say hippo. Because every single time I've seen videos of hippos in water with other animals, they're just not the nicest creatures.
For sure. Yeah, I could see that. They're dangerous. Which superpower would you most like to have?
So I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this because I have a lot of hot takes lately.
Okay.
About I don't know. I told him I don't like root beer, and everyone and their mother on Facebook commented that I'm wrong. But I'm also wearing Crocs for the Croc cam.
Oh,
So, yeah, if I could have a superpower, it would be everyone likes Diet Coke. That's my favorite. So, Yep.
all right. I think you're
That's-
wrong, but anyway.
Like I said, hot take.
Hot take indeed.
That's more than a hot take. That's like a magma take. That's like Jesus Christ. Teleportation, honestly. The amount of things I would like to do, but I'm gate-kept because everything is expensive
And far away.
and far away.
Yeah.
And
it makes touring so much easier.
yeah, literally. If I
Right.
could just like hold him, like Goku, if I could just instant transmission at anyone
Yep.
that touches me, you know.
Think of how easy Live Aid when Phil Collins went from London to Philadelphia on a Concorde. How easy that would have been if he could have just snapped his fingers. He
Life
wouldn't
would
have
be a
ruined Led
dream.
Zeppelin. All right, Ian. Superpower.
So, you ever seen Full Metal Alchemist, or anybody that knows it knows exactly where I'm going with this? transmutation without consequence, like basically just having the Philosopher's Stone, so that
Okay.
I could say, hey, that piece of paper, it's now a gold bar because I said it was. You know,
I like
could,
that.
You know, I could come up with a lot of either useful or useless and fun things.
That would be a lot of fun. All right, Jake.
It's now a Bugatti.
I probably got to agree with Joe. Teleportation. That's what you said, right? Just because it's a hour commute to band practice every week and back,
Like,
so
yep.
2 hours
Logistics
of the
are
day.
much easier handled.
Or like maybe knowing the perfect amount of time to put leftovers in the microwave for every specific dish.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant. All right, Devin.
Have you seen Scary Movie?
Yeah.
So you know those aliens that go like this and they pee out their finger? I'd probably do that 'cause then it's a little bit easier. But
Okay.
then, you know, you just...
like a Sprite or anything, just pee.
Well, I don't... Maybe mix it up, but probably different digits so you wouldn't cross streams in that way, you know? Yeah.
Don't cross the streams. All right, here we go.
Stream.
What is your favorite curse word or sentence enhancer?
Fuck.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I say fuck a lot.
Yeah.
It outweighs everything else.
Cunt.
That's a good one. I reserve that for the worst of the worst.
I gotta agree with fuck or fuck in. Like, yeah.
Yeah, the enhancement, for sure.
It's a tie between shit and fuck.
I like it. All right. All right, well, that was awesome. Thanks, guys. Now the only thing left to do is to tell the people what you got coming their way.
Well, like Ian said earlier, we just released Backstab, our new single. And now, I don't know, what are we doing now, Joe?
We have a show coming up in November on the 15th with Zeal for their EP release show. Very excited for that one. X-Ray Arcade is an amazing venue, and
That
I
is a
love
great
the people
place.
that run it.
Absolutely.
And then we have another show, and I apologize, Waste, don't kill me. We have a show with Waste at the Annex with Waste and Bajalvin, and I'm excited because they're like Blind Equation, if you're familiar with Blind Equation. Very like cybergoth, death metal. I don't know. It's like
Okay.
yeah, it sounds like video game music, but like also metal, and
Okay.
it's very like hypercore. It's very cool.
I like that. hypercore.
But yeah, excited for that one. And then we have a show coming up with you guys as
Yep,
well.
with American Progress, Trash Pandas, and a slew of others, so I'm told.
The day before Thanksgiving
Day
at
of
6th Avenue.
Dranksgiving.
Dranksgiving.
Yep.
Yes, Dranksgiving. Other than that, we're currently working on a tour in March.
Killer.
I haven't had time to really start that yet because work has been crazy the past few weeks.
For sure.
But that one will be awesome. And then, yeah, our EP is done. We're waiting on one more thing to send it in for mixing. And then we have another song that we're working on that's almost finished that we're going to release before our next EP just to kind of tie the sounds together. I know that we talk a lot about how Salt, the Wound, and Backstab are like the end of the Wholehearted era. So everything after Backstab has been written with Devin on board. So it's different, but it's not different. You'll understand what I mean when we play it. But I think you're really going to like it. And I know that's very cliche to say because everyone wants to, uplift their own music. But I don't know. I think it's cool. And for what it's worth, I think that's awesome. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Right on, absolutely. All right,
Yeah.
well, we'd like to send a massive thank you to WAMI, the Wisconsin Area Music Industry, the West Bend Music Academy for all their support, and behind the lines, the Voyd production crew with Jay, Chuck, Christopher, Ren, the Joes, DJ Bro, and Jim for the lighting, the sound, the tech, and the graphics. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with the Sonic Seedpod and all that's coming out of Voyd Studio Productions. Check us out at www.voydproductions, that's VOYD Productions.com. Thanks for stopping in. Be safe out there, and we'll see you on and down the road.